Welcome to Robot Pool Party. I'm Joe. There's Matt. Patrick behind the camera, and we're here at Dragon's Lair in Austin, Texas, as always.
It seems really quiet tonight.
It is very quiet tonight. Well, it's summer.
That is a good point.
You know, it stopped raining and flooding in Texas
Finally.
For a little bit.
For a little bit.
Yeah, people can go out and kind of enjoy their day, and they're not really totally restrained by the weather anymore. And we're just kind of chilling out, and nice quiet day. We don't have a whole lot to talk about, so we're just
Ryan or what? I don't even know what he said, but that was genius.
He said bangarang.
Bangarang.
He said bangarang like he's one of the Lost Boys.
Wait, like that
Rufio.
dubstep song?
No. If dubstep came around and used bangarang after Hook, that's not on us.
It did.
All right. Well, we don't have a whole lot of topics today, but let's start with
we have a discussion. We're like discussing stuff today.
That's just it. We don't have a lot of news to talk. Let's get through the news first.
You know stuff? I mean, we got a couple of quick news items.
But let's hit it right now with the horrible rumor that's going to be incredibly bad.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go with this one. Jaden Smith might be Static Shock.
Yes.
And
I respect their decision to not cast an actor in that role.
see, obviously I'd want like a real actor in that role. I'd like somebody, just anybody who's got some sort of experience and stuff like that. But I'm hoping, like his father, who excels at playing themselves, that Jaden Smith can be a smart-ass teenager. So that's what gives me a little bit of hope. And me, like you heard me, like I'm desperate for any sort of static in medium. I mean, you heard me.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
That's all that really comes out of that conversation. I've seen Jaden Smith in two movies. I think it's always been in his two movies.
Karate Kid and After Earth. And each time he was playing a character. But I think as a sarcastic teenager, just based on his tweets, that he could...
His tweets are not the tweets of a sarcastic teenager. His tweets are the tweets of a teenager that has a ludicrous amount of access to pot. Like, that is... Like he just wakes up rolling in a bed of it. Like, those are his tweets. Like, are mirrors real if our eyes aren't real? That's not something that just randomly pops into a sober.
That sounds like, to me, like a teenager trying to be deep. I mean, I thought some really dumb stuff when I was a teenager, and I was like, whoa, man, time is not real. And I wanted to argue with my teacher for writing me up, and it got me detention.
Well, I don't, no matter, it is beside the point, but I get why you want him to play a sarcastic teenager, and hopefully that'll get him into it.
It's not too much of a stretch for Jaden Smith.
I feel like the Smith household has one of two situations. One, you have two kids that really want to follow in their father's footsteps, and their dad's just like, look, children, you're just not talented. But he keeps putting them in because he cares about them. Or alternatively, the kids are like, Dad, we really don't want to do this anymore. We know we're bad at this. And he's like, no. You will be a singer, you will be an actor, and that's how it is.
What if they flipped? What if Jaden sang and Willow
started whipping his hair back and forth?
Yeah. Have they considered that? Is that something they talked about in like a group meeting, a family meeting?
I don't know.
Did they sit down in front of like the ice cream social and get this stuff?
It's gonna be bad.
What? No, I mean, one, it's a rumor. Two, maybe he'll get bored halfway through and do something else. And they can they spent too much money on it. Oh my God, is that Battle the Ewok movie, the Ewok made for TV movie? So, you see the TV over there?
No, it's blocked by the pillar.
Oh,
I
see Wicked W. Wark running.
Wow,
that was I love that show.
Come on down to Dragon's Lair in Austin and watch Ewoks on the TV. It's nowhere, you can't go to any sports bar in Austin and have Ewoks on the TV.
What if they had beer here? That was so good.
Beer and Ewoks, just 24/7.
They don't actually have beer here, but they did.
They don't have beer.
No, that'd be terrible. They don't want drunk magic people.
Drunk magic people.
Flipping table to everybody.
Like they were supposed to be Wookiees.
But yeah, Jay. Okay, I guess the thing that gets me happy is that there's rumor of a static production.
All right,
it's confirmed.
It's confirmed.
They're doing the static production. They're redoing Milestone Comics. They're now calling it Milestone Media. The only confirmed thing that they've said is that they are doing a static production.
And Jaden Smith will be drawing static.
You made our cameraman cry.
I just can't help
You kicked our cameraman's puppy. I mean, he just gave this face.
There's no worse way to to destroy my childhood than doing something wrong with Milestone. But all the Marvel and DC fans have had to deal with things being done wrong with their productions. Maybe it's just my experience.
It's honestly, Patrick, it's part of just because you're what, like 23, 22?
24.
Okay, you're a young guy. Like it was probably like we were like 29, 30, and we started realizing the things that we loved as kids were just going to be completely just like beaten with a shovel, like in public eye. Starting with Transformers 1, and then it just kept going.
Transformers 1 was pretty okay.
It was
enjoyable. Transformers 2, with the whole pot scene, his parents eating that pot brownie and that little
and the
thing.
racist robots.
I didn't get that far. Like I couldn't make it far through the
let's
orientation.
watch Megan Fox run through the desert.
That's Transformers, maybe. It's like the best thing you could say about the first one is that it was a tepid experience. That's not a good sign for your movie. Like, it's not a good sign if the best thing you could say for your movie is it didn't piss me off that much. Like, that's a solid thing. But
Hey, I've got good news because like they showed a production still of the guy that plays Bebop from the Ninja Turtle Circle pre-mutation, and he looks like the cartoon version of the guy that played Bebop pre-mutation. And Bebop was one of my favorite turtles.
What?
But they're renaming him. It's now Baybop.
It's Bay.
Baybop.
Baybop.
Baybop. Baybop and Foxsteady. That's going to be the new pair.
No. No. What?
No.
They're making
The only thing-
a movie?
The sequel to it, yeah.
The only good thing I can
what?
say is Stephen Amell's making money.
There you
And
go.
he
That's
might
right,
actually-
because
He might actually play a good Casey Jones. He actually seems to really like the character.
Hey,
there wasn't much to Casey Jones to begin with, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. I like Casey.
Like a CG? Ninja Turtles? Sequel?
Yeah, like the last one. Like the Michael Bay movie. They're making a sequel to.
Oh.
Yeah, like an actual.
Will
Not
Arnett
the
will be back in
CG
this.
one, which was good.
Yeah, not the cartoon.
I liked the CGI one.
I've been
That's
watching the cartoon, the series, because they've been like marathoning it, and I'm like, this is really cool, actually.
I've heard good things about it. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, it's generally a good thing to assume that if it's not on Netflix, I haven't seen it, even if it's something that I like.
So the Shredder did come?
I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe he becomes Super Shredder
There's
like
still
this.
mutagen out there?
There's always mutagen out there in the real world
So
too.
They get harvested, I guess.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. Adrenaline.
Anyway,
Will Arnett's going to become like, what was the one guy that was just like a bunch of organs in a fish tank, like on legs? Mutagen Man. That's going to be Will Arnett.
Eugene. I think they call him in the cartoon. It's Eugene now. But anyway, yeah, Static Shock potential.
Yes.
Let's discuss a rumor that's a good, happy rumor. Though.
What's a good happy rumor?
Is that the rumor is Jason Statham will be Bullseye in the Series 2 of Daredevil.
I like that rumor a lot.
I like that rumor a lot. I'm spreading it. I task y'all
Likes it
with
so
spreading
much.
this rumor to everybody.
Kind of like I tasked you guys with spreading Aubrey Plaza as Raven.
And we did that as a personal favor to you.
Hopefully it works.
And
Yeah.
Jason Statham is an
It's
actor
anything.
that knows what he does, and he knows what he does well.
He's
He-
so intense.
Yeah.
He makes that spy movie look good with him and what's her face, the girl from the Heat and from Bridesmaids, Melissa McCartney. He's got a spy movie coming out with her.
I never heard of it.
I don't know. Because,
But did you know that Crank is actually a documentary on his life?
I can see that.
That's just how he is.
Because
Yeah.
Jason Statham's a great. Every
They had to make a
Expendables
sequel.
was bad, but Jason Statham was good in them. So
Him and Terry Crews are the highlights of every one of those movies.
Terry Crews.
But Terry Crews is the highlight of everything. Like,
I was just like, "What's the dad from Everybody Hates Chris doing here?"
okay, so well,
That's a good rumor. Let's spread that rumor.
I'm all fine with that rumor. Next week we'll spread rumors of who I want to be in the next Smash Brothers, or who I want to have DLC in Smash Brothers.
Why wait? Let's spread that rumor right now.
All right, Shantae, make it happen.
I don't know who that is.
That's it. That's why I don't push these things, because me and Patrick are the only ones that do it. All right,
Lynn from Fire Emblem.
I'll take it. Sure.
She's a
Oh,
trophy.
you Nintendo people! I made my console choice.
She's one of those assist trophies, you know, when you use a trophy, person attacks.
Yep. I think they said they're not going to do assist trophies because they're already technically in the game, but I don't know. So Reiner's here, and he's a Star Wars guy. Reiner might have some interesting things to say in our next discussion.
But he's a both.
It's kind of both.
What do you mean?
You're not a Trek guy that much, are you? He's Hunter's more like that.
You know, so I can hate on it.
You can. Well, this is going to be a divisive Trek versus Star Wars discussion, and I want to preface this for everybody watching. I was roaming the internet because I don't really have an official job like a normal human being does. So it was like 4 in the morning. It's like, oh, let's go on the internet. Let's do this. So I'm looking and I see this Star Trek versus Star Wars, specifically with their technology in mind. Who is more advanced? Who would best who in these various
Star
categories?
Wars. That was a galaxy long time ago.
Star Wars, no.
They were so advanced before we even got to watch them.
We're not assuming.
Ryder is bringing up an interesting point because that was a long, long time ago.
But
in a galaxy far, far away.
But by this timeline, the Sith have ruined everything because they're terrible and their whole system of governing is horrible.
Yeah, that's how they work.
I'm wearing the shirt for the best Star Wars movie.
That's why there can only be 2 of them, because they're going to slaughter each other.
We actually have a list.
Yeah, we have a list of technology that we wanted to go over. And like I've seen these things before, and it's
Does lightsabers in Star Trek?
You don't need to see lightsabers in Star Trek.
I'm gonna okay. So we're going at this from like a Joe's a Star Trek fan. I'm a Star Wars fan. Ryder's a Star Wars fan.
And to make it fair, to you, boy, we're going to restrict this to Federation races. I won't be including Borg, phasic technology, or Vidian.
I don't even know what the
zappers.
transvision technology is.
It's just crazy transportation abilities, like opening wormholes as they travel. So I'm not getting into any of that stuff. We're going to go with Federation races. Hey, Josh.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. You guys making a video or something?
Yep. Robot Pool Party.
Remember,
subscribe and like. So our first thing that we're going to talk about
Any Federation races?
Federation versus, and let's use the Empire. If we're going to make it fair, Empire versus Federation.
I like that.
So you can't be like, there's this people from Tau Puck 6 that just throw up
like
bombs. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are cool though.
Those guys are bitches.
I think they would wreck the Federation something pretty.
First things first, transportation.
And this is like okay, so like in all the Star Wars versus Star Trek fights, it comes down to like this one thing right there, and it's transporters. Like the Empire, like this, the Star Wars Galaxy doesn't have this, and it bums me out because like as awesome as Star Destroyers and Super Star Destroyers are, you teleport a bomb in the middle of the Star Destroyer, and that's it. That's game over. It's no more
What kind of a bomb?
proton bomb right in the middle.
Photon
Shields
torpedo.
up, man. You gotta get through the shields first.
But it teleports.
But this isn't even a combat thing. This is a transportation thing. Instantaneous transportation trumps anything that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that you can't argue, and I've tried. But like it's just like no, game over. I can no need a shuttlecraft.
Also, it's a super sick way to execute people.
Oh, true.
But again, the Federation wouldn't do that, so I have to restrict that. But
And they have, I guess, like teleportation.
so,
And like,
Patrick, why don't you be our judge? Who wins this one, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Transportation, Star Trek, just because of instant
but
transportation.
Cracked made a very interesting point. I love Cracked.com. That's where I go for some of my nerdier stuff.
All
But
right.
they said that in the movie, and Scotty figured out how to teleport faster than ship distance.
I don't want to even get into those movies.
And he goes like, yeah, that made ships obsolete. There's no more need for starships.
Yeah, those movies are just not the movies. They're like TV shows.
TV shows. So that's another defining
I
character.
feel like the only two givens is
It's not TV shows.
Well, not movies for the
We're not counting the reboot.
not reboot movies. I guess what I'm saying.
But yeah, like the teleportation, like edged it. But like in terms of sheer coolness of ship factor, Star Destroyers, those things are intimidating.
Slave One.
They look cool.
Millennium Falcon.
Oh, that's a
Fastest.
So if we're
ship
just talking
in
about the
galaxy.
ability to transport, Star Trek instant transportation can basically teleport, bend the space-time fabric like move, which means moving space around it, folding space like a blanket and traveling that way.
Yep.
You can't beat that.
Also, if we're talking about large-scale transport of a lot of people, I would easily say that Galaxy-class starships would rival Star Destroyers, just for sheer size and mass and everything like that. That was my counter.
they look kind of like lame frogs.
Like that being said, though, Star Wars automatically wins close combat, and I mean within 15 feet.
Well, because lightsabers will cut through a batleth.
They'll be able to
Cook through holes.
You may have that Vulcan death grip, but
All right.
if you have no hand.
Let's say the next one is entertainment. Entertainment, I think, is also.
wow, yeah.
I
Holodeck does beat a whole table.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it beats a whole
Holodeck compared
table.
to Holo Chess. You
Yeah.
could have Holo Hero Clicks, and it would still be.
That's a
No, unfortunately that's a Trek one right there. I mean, you could play at a table, or you could play at a hologram table of playing that game. You could play a hologram, or you could Chewbacca and have a hologram.
simulate anything that your heart's desire.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Even though there's like a 50% chance it'll try to
I
kill
would-
you.
Yeah.
I would create lightsabers and cut it all down.
Very good. That's it. You can create lightsabers with their
Like
technology.
the crazy one from the movie.
Yes, with the
Or the lightsaber whips from the novels.
there actually were energy whips in Star Trek too. The Ferengi used them in their atrocious first appearance.
And they were lame, and that's why they never spoke to them again.
Yeah, and they did that and like, wow, these Ferengi are terrible, borderline racist. We need to come up with something better for them. And they did, and they were
So
great.
what's the next topic?
Medical.
Medical. And the good thing that what Star Wars does have is the back to tanks that in the novels really healed a lot, but not enough to regrow limbs. Which is why Luke's got robot limb.
And Trek has like dermal regenerators, the ability to phase like unviable fetuses out of a womb and put it in like an incubator. The EMH, which is a compilation of the medical knowledge of every Federation.
I knew he was going to
doctor
bring
that
up
came
EMH
before him.
because he's an EMH fanboy.
I'm an EMH fanboy, but if we're talking about medical, we got to talk about it.
And that little thing that goes.
Yeah,
like
the
your
medical,
heel.
well, it's a medical tricorder. Well, that tells you what's wrong. You get out the dermal regenerator. I'm sorry, Ryder.
It's okay.
Dude, I'm feeling this too.
I feel like Star Trek has to get all lame to win.
Well, I mean, here's,
Clearly, Star Wars is way cooler.
there's certain areas that I think Star Wars does win, like military. Star Trek doesn't really have. I mean, the Federation is half exploration. It's not really meant to be a fighting force. The Empire is
That's why
like.
they get beat up all the time.
They get beat up a lot. I'm not lying. They get beat up a lot, but but like the Empire is very clearly, here's our endless supply of clone troopers. You know, here's our ground force.
I guess along the lines of that is like I wanted to get into like starfighter technology, like single man craft doing a bunch of swarming attacks, strafing attacks.
Yeah,
Those things rock. And they're just capital starships. And
there's
That's the Emperor controlling all of his ships to coordinate.
I read the book too.
Just-
You,
all right.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
if you read Heir to the Empire, which is the greatest series of books ever.
Why would I read it? It's not canon.
Oh!
It was.
He goes for the groin. This guy does not fight fair.
I see that soft spot.
Maybe you should read more DC.
Okay,
Everything's
shields are
canon
up. They're
now.
still up.
There's actually an episode of Voyager where they had to fight a swarm of smaller shuttle-sized ships. It was like this area of space that was occupied by these people that had like two-man vessels, and just this enormous cloud of them. And it came down to them like shooting something that they detonated that like
Yeah, they put the virus in the mother ship.
something. Yeah, something like it was Jeff Goldblum's
Yeah,
defense.
Independence Day.
But yeah, I mean, I there's no other like shuttles
I
are
love.
not built for fighting. Like shuttles are
Making a
literally.
sequel to that.
Which one?
More Independence Day.
Oh yeah.
94-2?
I heard, there was rumors that Jalen Smith was going to be in that too.
He should be in it. Jalen Smith.
Yeah, I don't want him to be in anything else.
What? I think we should like
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith.
We know a Jalen. There is a Jaden Smith in it. It's one letter away.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
I called him that too while we were.
Yeah, it's Jaden Smith.
Yeah,
He's got a weird accent.
I don't know.
Because I watched After Earth, and like his teeth get in the way of his speaking.
It's because he doesn't want to be doing it. Every time he's saying a line, he's like biting down on his tongue, being like, if I bite my tongue off, my dad can't make me act anymore.
No, his dad was got a new tongue on there, a silver tongue.
I think it's the kids that are younger, they just don't try to speak as well. Because my
No.
nephew does the same thing. I'm like, what are you saying to me? I don't know what you're saying. Just open your mouth and talk to me.
I know a few adults like that. It's like, yo.
That's just my opinion.
No. All right. Well, I think that's. Did I have one
Anything
more
else?
category?
I thought you
think
had
have one more
4.
Construction.
The Death Star was made by independent contractors, as we learned in Clerks.
They built 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't
And-
Star Wars rebuild the Death Star in no time flat or something?
Yeah, but Star Trek would have been able to replicate all of the parts and quickly assemble them with tractor beam.
And that's what sucks. That really bums me out. It's like we're just gonna 3D print the Death Star. Bam.
I am not denying that Star Trek
Not a little
is very. Well, they're not in that, but they've like large. That's how they build their starships.
They
Is it
replicate them.
replicated
That's
technology.
crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So they're not real?
Well, they're real. Replicators just take energy and reconfigure the matter into something physical and tangible.
Oh, you're such a nerd.
You know how,
That is the point of our show, Reiner. We are
you know how a
nerds.
white blood cell can just split into 2 all of a sudden
That's
and
exactly
there's
it.
2? It's that same
That's
thing.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. It's like, I guess putting that thing back together.
You know, my first argument from the very beginning,
Mhm.
Star Wars was from a galaxy long time ago.
Which is fair.
So they haven't reached
I don't know. It's
teleporters.
why don't we just put it all in the
Medical
exact same
things,
universe? We can say that Star Wars is Star Trek's past, and things do get better. The Jedi become the Q continuum. We're on to something.
That'd be cool.
We're on to something.
We
here.
just create some fan fiction stuff. It's like, boom. Like something happened, caused the universe to shrink back down.
Yep. And eventually the Force coalesced into actual physical, tangible beings, and they made John Delancey.
Things. That's
Mhm.
the Force.
That's it.
Yeah.
Very
Because it's
good.
in everything.
So
In some
we're
of the
both
books, you could teleport stuff through the Force.
Good, yeah.
The later books, yeah.
I mean, people didn't really die.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan,
turn into ghosts.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Wow, we're on to something. We're on to something
We're
good.
on to something.
Yeah.
That's it. We're through the looking glass.
Throw Predators in there.
Yes. Let's throw it all. Predators, Terminator, RoboCop, Care
Aliens,
Bears.
but not Prometheus.
Yes, throw in Care Bears because that might be entertaining.
That's it. I mean, Care Bear stare.
With, like, weapons and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes. Tribal Care Bears.
Tribal like Ewoks. Care Bears and Ewoks sharing the same planet
Ooh.
with tribbles.
It's the cuddliest planet
Just,
ever.
just devolved into the biggest weird crossover.
Why not add ponies while at it?
Let's add everything. Let's add ponies. Let's add all the weird furry fan art that they do for Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, don't.
Deviant art. That's like there's just like a whole planet. It's the Sonic the Hedgehog Deviant art planet.
And their ruler is
And
Jaden
it's so
Smith
fuzzy,
as
you can
Static
see
Shock.
hairs in his
Yes.
face. Like a big hairy lick.
So the coolest thing I ever saw on DeviantArt was it's that whole like the Dark Knight Returns, like the famous picture of the lightning bolt and the guy doing that. It's this Darkwing Duck, and it's just the Duck Knight Returns.
And Sonic was tied up.
No, there was none of that. Yeah, so we got comic time. Good news, it's post-convergence. I don't have to buy 60 billion books and only like 3 of them are good.
There's no more convergence.
No more convergence. Convergence is over.
We got the Master of Kung Fu Battle World. I have no idea what this is.
It's all the martial arts characters in the Marvel Universe reimagined.
So is that Shang-Chi on the front?
Yes, it should be Shang-Chi. The last issue,
Master of Kung Fu.
the last issues had
And you like to know.
He is.
Oh, I thought you said who was the Master of Kung Fu.
No, like that's.
I was gonna lord that information over you for life.
you'd be like, you have to buy the book.
Here's my question: Is Howard the Duck in this?
I haven't seen it yet.
Because he's a master of quack fu.
Who knows?
Literally, he's a master of quack fu. All right, kind of cool. So Iron Fist and
Iron Fist and Mandarin. I think
Battle World?
Electra's in it.
like a dog with hair.
Battle World.
Is this like Secret Wars?
Yeah, it's part of the Secret Wars thing. I just really like the martial arts characters from.
They got transported to another planet and they have to duke it out.
Yeah.
See who's the winner.
So it's Convergence, which is exactly what Convergence's plot line was.
All right.
But
Is that Wolfsbane?
there was some Morlocks in there. I don't know.
She's like, I'm only on this Marvel comic until I get a run to DeviantArt. I'm really hard on the furries today.
I don't think you've mentioned this phrase until
Well,
right now.
because that's the Sonic fandom. It's a furry fandom. I don't know. All right, so that's cool. All right, so we got Batman, Arkham Knight, available 6/23/15. Have you ever wanted to be just like Batman, shooting cannons all through the city? Like behind the wheel of your rampant death machine? That's Batman Arkham Knight.
How do we improve Batman? Let's make his car do everything.
Yeah, well, let's let him kill a lot of people. That's how we make
Oh,
him.
Batman kills people now?
Well, he's-
Supposedly,
I didn't
everything he's shooting at are like drones. All the civilians left the city because of Scarecrow threatening to set off the fear toxin bomb.
There's still something really weird about Batman cruising through Gotham with a tank, just blowing everything up.
Yeah.
Like, this is very un-Batman.
Yeah, it's like a giant gun, and we know he's not a big gun person.
Sidekick is now a tank. Is that what's going on?
It's Robin,
tank.
the Robin.
Robin tank.
It
So
probably stands for like robotic. I can't acronym right now.
so we got Green Arrow. Is this the? Oh man, it's those half
Yes,
ads.
the half ads,
Half ads.
half art.
Hey folks, is just one page of ads not enough? Well, we can stretch them to 2, and we just make sure we cut.
And
up.
look at this ad. It's the douchiest ad. It's red, left Twix
Don't
versus
believe
right Twix.
anything that this guy says. I'm the same guy.
Oh jeez. Peanut butter left Twix says, as a real
okay,
peanut butter
yeah.
chocolate lover, there's only one peanut butter Twix for me. Oh god, they're just the ads are so bad. So is this the new costume for Green Arrow? Because I
Yeah.
heard he was getting a new one.
Yeah, I think so.
His actually doesn't look that bad.
Kind of just looks like a throwback to like Longbow Hunter days, like the 80s.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad.
He's still got the mullet, which is unfortunate, and no goatee, which is even more unfortunate.
I like the goatee and the what's the little twirly mustache he used to have.
The little villainy mustache.
It's not a Van Dyke.
I miss that so much.
Right.
I don't know what the
Just
name
give
of
him
it is.
his facial hair back.
Yeah, like a
handlebars add the
handlebar.
twirly at the end, but I don't know.
Is
what
it a
the twirly's
handlebar?
called.
It might be a handlebar. It's some old Westy
Handlebars
mustache.
Go down.
Oh, okay. That's handlebar.
That's handlebar.
So what's the curly?
The Verlin.
Verlin?
Villain.
The villain? I don't know.
I'm gonna foreclose on your farm, and you're gonna be homeless. That kind
It's
of.
like the snide.
Snide Snedley. I don't know.
Snidely? I don't think that's actually the name of it though. All right.
Oh, the guy that hates like Bullwinkle or something.
Yes. I don't know. Let's go.
Okay. So then we got
The
Midnighter.
new Midnighter comic.
Why does he look like a zombie on the front?
What? No, he's murdering
He
people.
just he looks like a creepy zombie guy on the front.
Well, he's supposed to be a creepy Batman. He's accomplishing that.
That's a guy that sneaks into graveyards and eats the bodies.
But I've heard from one of the people who work here
That's a good
that
word for him.
it's a really good book. So, like, I'm kind of excited about that. I wanted to give it a shot because,
Because it's so adult themed.
what? Well, because, he's been guest starring the Nightwing comic. So, like, I was like, ooh, I should give him a shot, see what people like. And then he just had a Hero Click made a while back, and it's such a great piece. It's so it's like I figured I should give his comic book a try. I'm assuming his husband will show up.
Apollo?
Yeah. I don't know if they're married in this continuity yet.
I have no idea.
I don't know if
It's a
you've read,
reboot,
like,
so that's
the
why I don't know what's
Authority
going on.
comics, So he has like virtually no personality except for I'm angry and I love my husband.
Batman.
That's his
Facebook-
entire personality.
Yeah, that's thing it's supposed to be.
All right then. Okay, well let's go into Justice Joker League.
Just,
creepy.
I think it's just alternate art because it's the 75th anniversary of Joker.
It's really creepy.
Because the Joker hasn't been in what I've seen so far, and
I thank God we're giving some recognition to the Joker. Like, he's a character that nobody ever puts a spotlight on. You never hear anybody mentioning the Joker. Nobody's ever like, Joker, I like that guy. Sorry, the joke has ended.
Well,
no, I
if
get what you're going at because
you're doing like 75th
Lord knows if I could.
anniversary, you'd hope that he'd like played a storyline.
No, I think it's just alternate art. I wouldn't be surprised if all the issues have like some sort of Jokerized versions on the cover.
I like the Death of the Family,
The new one.
where he loses his face, and
Ah.
kidnaps all of Batman's kids,
I
and tortures them.
Tortures
that
them.
was really cool. It was really dark.
Reiner's like, it was really cool when he tortured those kids.
He's like, they're making you weak.
I thought it was kind of
Putting
meh.
his trust in y'all.
It didn't.
I don't know.
And I just want faceless Joker.
It was cool-ish, but it was like it didn't feel like the Joker to me. It just felt way
Yeah,
more
because it's
dark
new
and
52
not
stuff.
enough.
It's a new Joker.
Well, it's fine for Joker to be dark, but it wasn't like there wasn't a punchline. And with the Joker, there always has to be a punchline, no matter how dark and horrible.
I
it
can
is.
see that. Yeah, there always has to be a laugh.
We're in that whole too much psycho Joker. You need to have the right mix of psycho and funny.
Well, you know, I want to get like ha 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 tattoos.
The tattoos.
So people know that they'll know that I like to tell jokes from time to time.
You should you should get the Why So Serious tattoo.
Could I have damaged tattooed
Damaged.
on my forehead? But I want it to be in a nice font in case I have to go to a job interview.
Yeah, no Comic Sans. Times New Roman all the way. You have to be
Papyrus. Put
professional.
that in papyrus.
You have to be professional with your face tattoos. It has to be Times New Roman, maybe Arial.
That's
You might get
typewriter.
away with Calibri, but it has to be in 12 font.
I love how he rattles off fonts. That's so cool.
It's not like I'm taking a whole bunch of classes where I have to type essays all the time.
I thought maybe you were taking like some type class or.
I'll tell you, your professors really appreciated it. Your essays, you have every word in a different font.
Dude, you should just.
It's not distracting at all. It's like
No. Why compare yourself
one's-
to words? In between each letter, change fonts.
I could actually, if I were
No,
a teacher,
wingding it. Everything is wingdings.
No, not everything wingdings. I think as a professor, I would actually be somewhat impressed if a student went to the trouble to make every word a different
And
font.
then you'd flunk them. Like, this is impressive. Fail.
That's the
Exactly.
most
I'm
impressive
not
F I've
reading.
ever given
I'm not
someone.
reading half of this essay in Gone Fishing. Like that's it. All right, so I guess that's probably about
That's a
it.
pretty good show. We had some good discussions. We had a round
only-
table.
the only
We had a
other-
square round table.
We do have Square Roundtable. There's only two other bits of news, and one's video game news, and one's HeroClix news. I'm not sure how many of our listeners would care.
Well, I know they know the HeroClix news already.
That's true, because the people that actually watch this video that care about HeroClix are people that that we just literally saw like 5 minutes ago.
And we just literally talked about it and how giddy we were. But
Yeah.
finally, Ninja Turtle HeroClix.
Ninja Turtle HeroClix, simple as that. People have been asking about it for a long time, and maybe we'll do a little bit more talking about it later. Maybe we'll do a crossover with your heroic
Tactics
heroic
channel?
tactics channel.
Ooh, shout out to my other channel.
Rumor has it that there's going to be a Dead Donatello heavy object. And
Oh,
Too soon.
Wow.
when
He's
it
not
breaks,
even
it turns
dead.
into two half-shell light objects.
Oh, jeez.
Shell shock.
Too soon. The other thing is Fallout 4 was announced,
Oh.
so that means a lot to me.
When does that come out?
I don't know. They don't know yet.
I think it looks exciting if like you get to play as that dog in the trailer.
You don't get to play. The dog's always a partner. He's like your buddy.
Yeah, I want to be the dog.
It's some next level
Because
crap.
Fallout's cool, but
It's
it's
called
like
Nintendogs?
I feel like a lot of it is almost the same game.
Reiner just helped you out. It's called Nintendogs.
That game is awesome.
It is. You just pet a dog all day. How's that the greatest thing in the world? I guess like while we're kind of briefly touching on stuff, I want to hype the movie Kung Fury. It's where a cop from the 80s travels back in time and fights Hitler. It's so awesome.
Because he's the Kung Fiora.
Yeah.
With the help of a Viking girl and I think Thor?
He goes back
And
too
Thor.
far in time.
It's so good.
They hacked too much time.
The hacked time.
So there's an error, and he just gets thrown back into Odin's.
Sounds like a
dinosaur
solid
time.
movie.
It's
Everything
48
pretty
minutes
much
of
is-
magic.
Oh, it's only 48 minutes?
It's not even a full movie.
Wow.
And like I saw like a quick little interview because like it was on Robert Rodriguez's channel. They had like during the kung fu movies, and they're showing clips and stuff like that. And they said like he was just starting as a special project. It's all green screen and him doing martial arts and stuff like that. But it kept growing and growing and growing. That's why he got that Thor, and that's why he got those Viking chicks.
So good.
And the wolf that they wrote, that's just a regular German Shepherd. It's so
There's a
cute.
music video with the hop.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta fight to be a survivor or something.
Have you ever wanted to see an obnoxious villain with a stupid voice destroy a cop car with a skateboard?
That was pretty
Of
cool.
course you have.
Yeah, so if you get a chance to watch Kung Fury, and if you, it's the 80th thing you could possibly watch.
It is.
I've seen some pretty 80s stuff.
No.
I lived in the 80s.
No.
You think you're the 80s are your friend.
I was gonna make the exact same joke.
Born in it. Raised in it. Did not emerge from the 80s until I was a man.
But I was born in
I don't know
'79.
what
Can
you're
I still
talking
say
about.
that?
You can. I was born in 81. Deal with it, deal with it. Hashtag deal with it.
All right, so let's wrap this puppy up.
Let's wrap this up. Thanks for joining
That's a
us
wrap.
once again.
Oh! Can I hype our website at robotpoolparty.com? You should totally see it. There's blogs and episodes
There
and
are.
stuff like that. I talk about Star Wars. There's Star Wars stuff.
All right. Well, so there's our plug. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, share, all of that stuff.
Oh, we're on Twitter too. There's
We
some.
are on Twitter?
Yes.
I know. We've been on Twitter for a long time. It
It's-
shows how much I go on Twitter. But
What's a Twitter?
I just-